Recently, we've reported on 4 domestic violence related murders where police say the women were killed by their ex-boyfriends, including Maria de la Cruz Chavarria, Jessica Ankrum, and Donasia Holloway Epps. All of this coming at a time where a report again ranked South Carolina high on the list of states where men kill women. And in 2 of these cases, the suspects had long violent criminal histories but rarely served the full time for their crimes, leaving the victims' families asking how that is possible. Well, we took that question to lawmakers who have the authority to make change.
Even though my daughter did follow all the steps, she did everything right what she was supposed to do. She did everything possible, but he still got to her.
It should have never happened. I just hope he put away for good, if not forever.
The Holloway and Gaines families don't know each other, but they share similar agony, grief over the deaths of women in their families. The cause? Domestic violence.
See my twin, y'all?
In Donasia Holloway Epps' case, Walterboro police arrested her ex-boyfriend Justin Carroll for her May shooting death. Then in June, North Charleston police arrested Aubrey Tucker for the death of Jessica Ankrum. Both suspects have violent criminal histories. Carroll has been hit with charges related to guns, drugs, domestic violence, and 5 counts of attempted murder dating back to 2016. For the attempted murder charge, he pleaded guilty to a lesser charge and served probation.
He shouldn't even be out here walking. He still should be behind bars.
Tucker, a convicted felon, was out on bond for a prior deadly shooting when police say he killed Ankrum and sent them on a 2-day manhunt.
Whatever the situation was with the other problems or why he was out on murder, I'm not concerned with that. I just want everybody to know that we all need to come together so this won't happen again.
Within the judicial system, police, lawyers, and judges all have a part in how long or short of a time a person will serve for a crime they committed. Coming up in the next half hour, hear from a state lawmaker explaining why changing laws is not so simple and a prosecutor's response. Laws to protect domestic violence victims are reactive rather than proactive. And with South Carolina, one of the top states in the nation for men killing women, why can't lawmakers just change the law? Somerville attorney and House Judiciary Committee Chairman Chris Murphy says it's a complicated process.
As far as individual cases and charging decisions as to what case goes in front of a judge based on a particular set of facts, that is up to the solicitor in charge of the case.
In defense, Solicitor Scarlett Wilson wants you to remember the General Assembly makes the laws solicitors prosecute. Murphy agrees some laws can be tweaked and that potentially could make stricter sentencing. Tweaks including reclassifying crimes as nonviolent, violent, serious, and most serious.
In order to change the Constitution, the General Assembly would have to vote to amend the Constitution. Okay, the House and the Senate and the governor agreed. It would then go to the people, and then they would have to vote to amend the Constitution. It's not an easy feat.
Domestic violence help experts feel it's a feat that needs attention. A 2020 report from the Violence Policy Center found South Carolina ranks 11th in the nation in the rate of women murdered by men. And the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division statistics show domestic violence incidents and murders from 2018 to 2019 went up.
You know, we need to start doing something differently than what we've been doing, and it can't just all be about response in crisis. That's an important part, but it can't be everything that we do.
Sarah Barber with the South Carolina Coalition Against Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault is asking lawmakers to find funding for staff and programs that teach children and teenagers about domestic violence, how to identify if they're victims or perpetrators. Signs, she says, include if someone is trying to separate you from your friends and family, constantly wanting to know where you are and what you're doing, also controlling your finances.
I think, just putting everybody in jail for the longest time possible is not going to help us in the long run fix this.
I never imagined in a million years that I would have to bury my child.
As of now, there's no simple fix to a problem that's not only taking lives, but leaving families with a void.
He took a part of me, part of my heart. All I had was one. God gave me one daughter, and she's gone forever.
Now, getting out of an unsafe relationship safely is obviously not an easy thing to do, but advocates say you should still reach out for help, starting with these resources. Calling My Sister's House, National Domestic Violence Hotline, Hopeful Horizons, or call 911. And we have these resources posted to abcnews4.com.